Hi guys, I've got a little piece of paper here. It says, congratulations, you've passed your driver CPC case study. So yep, I did it. Wasn't as daunting as I thought it would be. Again, I kind of quite liked it. That was done, again, just on its own. I didn't do anything else with that like I did with the last one. I did the theory test and hazard perception together on the same day. This is, I think, classed as the module 2. So next step is for the CPC is what they call the module 4. I've also got the driving and test as well. That's what you have to do as well. So yeah, past that. It says the pass mark for the CPC case study is 40 correct answers out of 50. You scored 46. So again, pleased with myself. Pass is a pass at the end of the day. So that's all done. My experience of that, again, I used the book that was provided to me by my driving instructor. Was the official DVSA guide to driving goods vehicles, as well as some information that my instructor gave me. I'll go more into who I used and how we got on in another video. That proved very useful again. The test itself, the case study, it's a block of writing. And for each block of writing, there'll be a few questions related to what you've just read. It's quite easy to get sort of drawn into the fact that they think they're going to ask you a question about what you've just, a particular sentence in there. And it might turn out that, you know, it doesn't at all. One of the ones I had was, I can't remember the driver's name. Let's say Dave's got a lorry. He drives for a local pottery company. He's just decided to have wind deflectors fitted over the lorry to reduce fuel costs and so on. He's driving down the motorway one day. He gets a blowout. He pulls over onto the hard shoulder. The next bit of that might be he's driving for this many hours, and it would just go on like that. And then one of the questions I got, I was assuming it was going to be about what you do when the tyre blows out, so which is obviously covered in your book and everything that you read, and it was nothing. There was none of that in there at all. So you just sort of, to me, I assumed that that was one of the questions that I was going to get, and it wasn't. It was, when Dave leaves the motorway, what would he expect to change? One of the answers, I think, was the driving environment, like the speed limits and the width of the roads and such. So it was absolutely nothing to do with the tyre blowout at all on that question. The question could be, what is he expecting to achieve by fitting the wind deflectors to the lorry? Well, reduce fuel consumption, you know, running costs, you know, the impact on the business in that sense. So again, there's various different sections you'll read. I can't remember exactly how many there were now, but you'll read those, and then you'll ask a series of questions based on what you just read. So my only advice there is take your time, don't rush it. You've got a set amount of time to do the test in. Use that time if you need it. You don't need to rush through. Read the question, read it twice. When they ask you the first question, have a read through again. Just, you know, take your time with it. Don't rush. Again, I kind of enjoy that kind of thing. I like learning. I like studying for things like this. So for me, I found it to be sort of less of a stress again than the hazard perception. That was the one that got me the most. I didn't like the way that worked at all. So again, so that one's passed. I'm very pleased. So any questions, feel free, you know, to ask again. I just want to put my thoughts out there, really, of, you know, while I'm doing this, and maybe move on from there afterwards. See if I can get out of this, what I'm in now, and get out on the roads. So I'm quite looking forward to that. So yes, enjoy. See you soon. Cheers.